Hi, I'm Christine Vick, a counselor here at Central Texas Child and Family Counseling. In this video, I'll be sharing a brief overview of parent mindfulness for middle childhood. You may have heard about mindfulness before, or you may be asking, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is being present and aware of yourself and your relation to others in the moment. As parents, we have busy schedules and often struggle with overwhelm because of everything on our plates. The truth is that our children are probably struggling with this as well. This often leads to disconnect at home and, of course, stress. Mindfulness practices can be a way to help to manage stress, overwhelm, and encourage connection with our children. Your children may have heard about mindfulness with the increasing practice in schools as a way to support social emotional learning. If so, this is a great aspect to capitalize on. If not, no worries. We can begin strategies and practices at home that can help us as parents and in turn support our children. When we are present in the moment, we are much better at recognizing our own strengths, struggles, mood, and emotions from moment to moment. Recognizing our experience helps us to better respond to ourselves and the world around us. This leads to better connection and regulation, which in turn supports our parenting. When thinking about mindfulness, I want to look at possible barriers that we see as parents. First, many experts say that practicing mindfulness meditations 10 or more days is a great, healthy way to become more mindful. The reality is that as parents, we very likely do not have 10 plus minutes a day to dedicate to mindfulness meditation. Instead, we can find ways to incorporate mindfulness into our daily routines, activities, and from moment to moment that can enrich our lives and are more manageable with living. Second, as a therapist, I often hear I cannot do the breathing exercises or stay focused. Well, mindfulness is not just one kind of breathing exercise or even breathing exercises at all, and mindfulness does not have to focus for extended periods of time. In fact, if you decide to work on mindfulness as a family, it is often not developmentally appropriate to ask an elementary age child to sit still and meditate for an extended period of time. So, let's look at some ways that we can incorporate mindfulness into our lives as parents and as a family. Noticing is one of the most important aspects of mindfulness. It can be practiced in a variety of ways. Try stopping and noticing. Set up times during the day, either with an alarm or when doing a transition, and stop and notice what you are experiencing in your body in the moment. Notice any sensations you have, what your feelings are, what your thoughts are, and what you are doing. This is an easy one that can be done as a family as well, where everyone stops and notices and then shares. Another way to practice noticing is using the five senses. When on a walk, at the park, in the backyard, at bedtime, at the dinner table, or basically anywhere, pick one of the five senses and see how many things you can notice with that sense. This is a fun one to do with your child. In fact, this is a strategy that can be very centering when feeling dysregulated. Taking mindful breaks is another great way to practice mindfulness. This is similar to the stop and notice, but might be putting your focus somewhere else, such as in breathing. There is not one right way to practice breathing. The right way for you is to find what works for you. You might count your breaths. You might count to 8 breaths and then start over if needed. You might box breathe with counts of 4 for the breath in, holding, the breath out, holding, or you might simply focus on breathing in and then out. What is most important in breathing is being aware. And when you breathe, your heart rate goes up. And when you breathe out, your heart rate goes down. This is how breathing helps regulate our bodies. You might also take a break where you scan your body, starting at either your feet or your head, and working down or up your body to notice where you are feeling stress and invite relaxation. There are a lot of apps and videos that can support this if you are needing help. Some include Calm.com, Headspace, and Insight Timer. Some apps and videos for your children you might want to do it together include Calm.com, Headspace, Go Noodle, and Mind Yeti. Working to be more mindful as a parent and in turn for your family helps increase connection in your home and teaches everyone in the family healthy ways to regulate emotions and manage stress. This is a great step towards lifelong well being. Thank you for watching this video overview of parent mindfulness for middle childhood. Remember, this video is for informational purposes and is not a replacement for therapy. If you have questions about your child's development or need specific guidance, please feel free to discuss it with your therapist here at Central Texas Child and Family Counseling.